Alright, hello all.
Hello.
Alright, you guys have audio. Can you see the stream now?
Yes.
Alright. So, apologies for the late stream. I went to go to stream, and all of a sudden, Streamlabs has broken again. So, I got to throw this together really quickly on OBS, which I have not actually used on this laptop. Heads up also that the audio stuff is going to be completely weird, so if anything is like too loud, too quiet, please let me know. We will be adjusting through stream. So, shall we do a recap of what happened last time?
Yeah.
Alright, so we figured out that Brittany Bitch's conservator stole the Kolban and hid it under his stake. Then we swapped stakes. Oh, then he swapped stakes with Giselle Brett, not us. We were not a criminal. Upon confirming the presence of blood on her plate, her hat spontaneously gave birth, and she confessed that she shot Wilson's corpse after poisoning it and dropped his gun to frame us. It sucked. Although she confessed to murder and destroyed evidence, Giselle is getting sent home instead of being put on trial in Japan. Actually, I don't think she's actually being sent home. I think she's being sent to Shanghai. I vaguely remember that for some reason.
Yeah, she's like continuing a tour or something.
Yeah, like apparently you kill someone, you get, in the UK, you get, a whole tour. It's fine. Totally okay. Let's see. Kazuma declared a blood feud between us and Aochi, which my descendants are going to kick his descendants' ass. I'm sorry. And then used the katana to slay his tomage. Then he raised a bunch of death flags a la Miafe before we went on a sukiyaki day. Oh yeah, that's right. We're trying to figure out whether or not he's gonna die soon. Now let's see if we can build a raft and follow Kazuma and Susato to London. Which I hope we do.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, so, are we ready to start?
Yes.
Alright, let's do this. And once again, if there's anything weird, please let us know. Doing my best.
Game music is overpowering voices a little.
No, I'm just quiet. Probably.
Nah, I usually keep it down.
There wasn't specification, so I'm just reading what the comment said.
Let me know if I turned it down too much.
Soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern shutter,
It works.
and the room
Yay.
slowly came into view.
We get a
Sholmes
cool,
was
like,
staring
voice cutscene
intently
that we're
at one
currently
particular
talking
corner,
through.
and he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The Speckled Band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous
Oh, that's a
adder,
snake.
its fangs bared.
A
Sneaky
snake.
friend that I think actually just killed someone.
It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
Justice for the snake. God, I forgot how horrible this sound is. Okay, 9th of January, 6:37 a.m. on board the ship Burya.
So then, let us unravel
Oh my
this
god,
mystery
he sounds so fucking
and
British.
discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted.
Didn't
from the
realize we're gonna
inside
get to
when
watch
the
an
night was
anime
clear.
tonight.
I know.
No marks to suggest
I
that they
love
were
anime.
in any way.
Sherlock Holmes anime.
So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery.
I'm liking the steampunk goggles.
In his final moments, the victim found a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle.
Another cyborg, yes.
So the victim was a Russian man then, and the letters are well formed.
Why does everyone write
at the time?
dying
This is
messages?
the most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality.
No shit, Sherlock. Or sorry, Herlock.
No shit, Hurl.
This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you? And what do
Why
you
is that
think
man
you're doing
striped?
here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait.
That won't be nice.
Sorry.
You see, in less than 5 seconds from
I just
now,
thought it was like
I will
Shadow at
reveal the
first,
truth.
and now I'm confused.
This is the world's worst tan.
This is murder. And
Please.
it can be locked from
Ooh, we have a locked room
Ah,
mystery.
yes, the locked room.
Oh,
That mystery
another.
is paper thin.
You don't mean
We
the
do like
culprit is in
them
there?
here.
Who are you? And where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Holmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Who's in the closet?
Not me.
Everything's wide open.
My head is throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Am I in the closet? Please tell me I'm not being accused of murder again. Wait, I can't move. Ah, what the? Why am I in
That's hot.
handcuffs? Yeah, this is. It's only kinky if you agree to it. Do I need? I need the coin. I
mean, it's only until we figure out who it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tails.
true. That's me. Question
Do we
mark, so
both-
you wake up now? Question mark. Oh, it is a sailor. We had to drag you out of the wardrobe.
What the fuck is that accent?
I don't believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man.
Great, so I am being accused of murder again. You found me then.
I don't know what voice that was. Duh. Oh, I might wait. Am
You
I
are Russian.
German?
I think you're
Russian?
I think you're Russian.
Duh. We found you, and now you pay a criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe?
Ugh. Sorry.
This man is going through weird ass puberty. Sorry. Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is,
No. I will tell you everything.
Fan freaking tastic. There's only one thing I'd like.
I think that's someone
wait.
else. So Libra, you
Never
wanna take
mind.
Yeah. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you.
Huh? Isn't that? Oh, it is you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
okay.
you for one.
Why did you do it? Why did you take his life?
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Miss Sato. Wait, what did you just say? Take his life?
Who we kill this time?
Yeah.
Let's play the pronoun game.
Where is he? Where's Kazuma?
Oh my god, did we kill him?
Oh god,
No!
please no. Please
That
no.
would suck.
I'm going to be so sad.
Well, I don't think, obviously, we actually killed him. but
Well,
you know
yeah.
what I mean.
Ha, you pretend you do not know. You are a wolf in sheep's pelt. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses.
What?
Kazuma-san was Cosimo's body was discovered not long ago. God damn it!
What? Why do we keep killing people we love?
Here in this very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside.
His body?
This is stupid. Please. Do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep.
Kazuma's dead? But he can't be.
We just saw him and he was a majestic Articuno.
And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I...
Chat would like us to know that the dying message and the message on the floor were written. The dying message on the floor was also written in Russian, so a lot of this stuff is written in Russian.
Okay.
So, suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, can we not do whatever the fuck that is? Sorry. My dogs are just... They're just mouthing each other with their teeth. I don't know, they're fucking weird. I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-san's life? I didn't. Answer me, please.
He was my boyfriend. No.
Right, why would we want to kill the Bay?
No!
Not again.
Kazuma. It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble?
Ha
It's back.
Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study?
It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here, though. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor? I thought I was gonna die!
This is heavy. Yes, I can't quite believe that. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look. Fuck you.
Hey! Honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body!
Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you.
I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway.
They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure.
What I want to know is,
Weird thing to say.
why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady?
From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotoba, you mean?
From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away.
No, but if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. It's best that only you and I know about this.
I suppose so.
Anyway, it's about time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I know it's cramped, but you better get in there. I think it won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze.
Yeah, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it.
Sorry, I was sipping my tea. Stop worrying.
Real loud.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper?
What?
Then I could stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside. Dude, nothing is more suspicious than
Yeah.
riding like Keep Out.
I don't know. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. I love how his fucking favor was not, here, take my place in England, or, let's go together. It was, would you mind going inside my suitcase and pretending to just be part of my luggage for the next 50 days?
Seems legit.
Mhm.
Wow. That's how you do it. We leave you to the next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make any more trouble for yourself. Murderer!
No, I'm not a murderer.
Duh. You said before, you admit everything about your crimes.
No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend?
No one else could have done it. Admit the truth.
Sato-san. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know.
Very well. There's something I would like to ask you, too.
Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can try to do is find out what really happened. Alright, let's ask about Kazuma's death. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream? And these handcuffs, they think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma's killer?
When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside.
What do you mean?
The cabin was locked from the inside. There's no, there's no access.
I mean...
I said what I said. There's no
like,
access.
Bitch, you heard me.
There's no access to the cabin via a porthole window, and the bolt on the door can't be operated from outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls.
What?
Or to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside this cabin.
Okay, but if you look above the wardrobe, there's a giant ass vent.
Yeah,
I'm calling that now.
yeah. I think you're onto something. Or do you have some other explanation?
This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly?
You live in a freaking jungle. Are you going to deny the charge? Even despite the circumstances?
Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me.
You have to tell
Do
me
it.
if you're a cop.
Yeah.
The cause of death is still undetermined.
They don't know how he died?
A vent like a small that a small animal like a snake could fit in. I mean, they showed us the snake.
They did.
I don't think we were entirely wrong for thinking about the snake thing.
Mm-hmm.
The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted or at our next port of call.
So, presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then.
Like a snake wouldn't leave. I'm stuck on the snake thing too. Thank you so much. That's true, yes.
anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma?
It's pretty.
Presumably, that's something you know the answer to better than anyone.
Please.
Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin, after all.
Well, yes, I was, but...
He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't.
Does that mean he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at his cabin door, I wonder?
I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside... There was Kazuma-san, collapsed on the floor.
I mean, is she not concerned about the fact that apparently Kazuma learned to write in Russian? Or I guess Cyrillic. And the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow.
I wish that it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe.
This is all very hard to believe for me, too. Trust me.
I think the whole point is that she doesn't trust us, but yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you questions.
Yeah, alright. Ugh, my head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything. Alright.
Why are you even on board this ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid that's true. I don't know why I'm so worried about admitting it. Like, we're 15 days out of port. I didn't just teleport here when you found me there. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now. And I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time.
I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-san's cabin for so long without him noticing?
No. That would have been impossible, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together.
So romantic.
Uh-huh.
He actually asked you? But why?
I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself.
I don't understand.
Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you?
Leia.
Because we're in love. I will
Leia.
never get to see him like this again.
This is sad.
First he was husband material, now he's only corpse husband material.
Corpse husband, corpse bride. Damn. Woo.
It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of that incredible trial. You know, the one where they almost found you guilty for no fucking reason?
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself.
Well, yeah, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious.
Dead serious. You have a talent
Too
for it.
soon.
I can assure you of that.
The most seriousest.
But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer.
That's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can't there? Can
Well-
there?
No, definitely not.
But on a personal level,
Yes.
I don't want to go by myself. If you were to become a lawyer, then
We're going in a weird way, but yes. Then what?
girl, nothing. Oh my god, just speak your piece. Speak your piece,
Just
god damn it.
say it.
Nothing,
Make
forget
the
it.
dream Come true.
Huh? Sorry, girl. I was his secret lover.
Yep.
Kazuma-san he was always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you.
Yeah,
Aw.
maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes then, it was darker than I've ever seen it before. Susato-san, I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you. My stowing away on this ship, I mean.
Not our love. That's none of your business.
Mhm.
If I know Kazuma-san, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association.
That's exactly right, yeah. Word perfect, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's crazy. We finish each other's sandwiches.
God damn it.
Sorry. If you're not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in this cabin? Sorry. I'm still cracking myself up.
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember.
Amnesia.
Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. Did he not even let me share the bed with him? Like, he made me sleep in the wardrobe.
What a dick.
After that, I...
Fell asleep?
Well, yes.
So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-san was killed?
Well,
It appears so.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. But it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Don't sound like
No,
that.
it's... Please forget.
Susato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
Now I have that song from Frozen stuck in my head.
You did this to yourself.
I know.
How could you?
I really don't want to doubt you. That might be the movie I watched tonight, but to go to bed. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could possibly have done this.
Ugh. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? Ugh, I can't take this.
Leia. Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator of this crime. Leia, they would leave you alone if you ate your dinner. His mom, don't tell me to do logical things.
Don't tell her what to do.
Damn. Savage.
My mom's wants me to do it, so I'm not going to do it. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen.
Look,
Where's he gonna go?
Yeah, I'm sorry. But Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and how and why they did it. So, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Holy shit.
Hi-ha! Beach?
Oh shit.
What the?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, girl. Get him. That was a Susato takedown.
Susato, what? What martial art form is that?
Gonna need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Your innocence. Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
But how am I supposed to...
Have you forgotten already that what you achieved just a few weeks ago? Jesus. You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
Ah, I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. Okay, I have to get Susato-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. Oh, I have the paper seal. Let's see, Kazuma would stick this over the doors of the wardrobe for me. It says keep out in Japanese, though I'm not sure the Russian crew can actually read it.
Yes!
Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly.
I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there, just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So, naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Can someone take over for me for a few minutes? My stomach issues are back, so
Yeah.
I need a few minutes.
No
Yeah.
worries.
I'll be right back.
You want to take her?
Ah. Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them.
But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma.
Yeah, that is hella sus. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor because of me, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up?
No,
Just gonna lay here like a turtle, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
well, in light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating here at least.
Thank you. So, you finally believe me?
Nah. I'm sorry. No.
What?
I'm not sure yet. You still hella sus. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position.
What does she think I am, a magician?
Yeah. How else did you win your first trial?
Yeah, really.
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same.
All
while
right.
watching you.
Let's get to work, Susato-san.
Don't call me that. No. Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Oh.
I'm watching you, bitch. I shall be wow. I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene.
You guys are vibing with Susato tonight.
Right? I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. I will burn the witch.
Right. Well, anyway, I should make I should make a start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can.
You're
Kazuma,
a wizard, Ryunosuke.
I swear, I will avenge your death. All right. So,
Do it for him!
I know. Okay, so this is what we got. So this is the bed Kazuma didn't let me sleep in.
Damn.
This is, yes, it's a bell cord contraption, I think.
What do you mean, contraption?
I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants.
Really? That sounds almost magical.
Did you say magic? Now I'm sus.
Shall we give it a little try?
Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously.
She's so cute, I love her.
Yeah, cultural research.
Mhm.
Sure, that's what it is.
I'm glad that neither of the two of us has a single brain cell.
I suppose nobody comes to lowly Japanese people.
What?
No, I'm sure it's just that everyone's busy, that's all.
Wow, that was sad.
Oh dear, that won't do.
Oh, what's the matter, Susato-san?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused. I forget to look around properly.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh damn, she's supposed to be 16. What am I doing with my voice?
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san?
Yeah, I figured that out.
Whee! I'm sure you're careful to look around using bloop bloop bloop, aren't you? Bleep and bloop. Now, let's investigate all corners of this cabin.
Okay. Yes, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now, even though I looked around earlier. It's fine. Alright, let's go back to over here.
Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, anyway. Why every time? Every time. Just Hilary Duff just takes over my mind.
I think that's some kind of opening. A ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate in the cabin.
Isn't that a little odd?
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin.
Yes, it would appear to. You're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside.
Ryunosuke has now just learned how to move his head from side to side. Nice.
That's true.
Hello, I'm back.
Hi!
Hello.
Welcome back!
Thanks. Tummy issues sucks, y'all.
They do. Let's murder them.
Anyway.
So, what'd I miss?
Basically, we showed Susato the keep out sign that Kazuma put over our thing to keep us inside the wardrobe. And that kind of proves that, like, we didn't leave the wardrobe because we couldn't have went back in and pasted the thing over the wardrobe door. But she doesn't quite believe us. She thinks that maybe we had some sort of, like, weird summoning, conjuring trick. But she does believe us enough so that we can look around the room together.
Okay.
So, we are currently looking at the vent.
Perfect. The one that definitely is big enough for a person.
Yep.
Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough. Or something like that?
I suppose. Maybe that's it. So it connects to the cabin next door.
Oh. Who's in the cabin next door?
I don't know.
It's some
SpongeBob SquarePants. No.
somebody who's been pissed that you've been they guessed a suit talking to yourself for 2 weeks. It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan.
Yeah, the British mannerisms in this are a little bit weird. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Sorry to all British people watching.
I'm not. No,
As someone who lived in Britain, like, I understand it, but they're a little bit weird because you never see it in text.
Colonizers. Anyway.
have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san?
I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no, I suppose not.
She looks so sad.
The extra animation just adds something. It's nice.
It really does.
It does. I'm so happy about this thing.
Although it must have been rather exciting, making this voyage in your own secret hideout.
The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So, yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception.
But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin.
No, sadly not.
Maverick. Hello. Goodbye. This is where dear Kazuma-san would have sat whenever he was writing.
London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination.
Ouch. No. Finn, get down. Mom fed you. You're fine. It looks as though the last entry is incomplete.
Which means, what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
Hiya! That's out of the question.
What?
Kazuma-san may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
I have been living in this wardrobe next to his underwear. Like, there is no more privacy. But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? Alright. I won't read it.
Susato flip count 2. Poor Kazuma-san.
I don't like prying
Kazuma.
Kazuma. Sama. Yep. So,
okay,
honorifics. So San is like your general, like, you know, like Mr. Mrs. It's like a very polite, like, it's not super polite, but it's like just general polite thing. We still use it. Sama is a rank above that, basically.
Okay.
So
Has it been Sama this whole time
It
and I've
has
just been
been.
reading San?
yeah.
God damn it. I just...
It's okay.
Okay,
We're learning.
do better.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's being very deferential towards Kazuma.
So she really looks up to him and cares for him in a high regard, basically.
So basically, I think that one of the things is if she's like an actual judicial assistant, I kind of wonder if she's not supposed to be assisting him through this thing in which she is a lower rank than he is, and so she's showing respect up to him. Now he's dead, so
No, he's
know.
dead.
but yeah, like
My Articuno boyfriend, why?
I know, like I can't have anything nice in this world.
Right, this is sad.
My
Alexa
boyfriend
played
material
the-
died.
Where else were we gonna find an Articuno?
I know. Now I just have to have a Sherlock Holmes ripoff. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? Okay, apparently we don't care about that. Look, it's the case I spent some time in.
It's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
Well, not when you live in it. Yeah, it carries a lot of memories for me.
Memories? What do you mean?
Well-
her uwu face.
That's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. I see it says this way up in Japanese.
Which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over. And then I was tossed on the floor in here.
Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. Apparently, blah, 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 blah. Apparently we don't care about this ink. Well, that is very clearly tipped over. Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it.
I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing.
I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? Then what language is it?
Pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Sir? Who is that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European.
That looks way too cursed for me.
It doesn't look like a person. How can you be sitting on that like that? Oh, how
That
did
looks
he?
like a spider.
You've
Like a big ass thick spider.
yeah.
Or like at the end of Coraline
roach.
when the other Bobinski, like the rats all kind of leave his body and he starts like flopping around. That's what he looks like to me.
Like what?
Horrifying.
What exactly is he looking at?
Who the fuck knows?
You've noticed the man too, have you? I've no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious and tall. Suspiciously tall.
Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is?
Well, no, I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. I have been living in this wardrobe for the last 2 weeks. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he investigating Kazuma's desk, or is he just playing on it? I can't tell.
Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him.
Am I just imagining it, or does Susato-san look almost uncontrollably excited?
By the way, I expect that you noticed already, but just in case. You press X on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them.
Alright then, I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself.
Oh, please do.
Alright, let's talk to this bizarre man who's just hanging out here. Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you have a moment? You want to take her luck, Mana?
Sure. Shh! This is a critical point in my investigation.
Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly.
Is he sniffing the underneath of the...
I'm not going to ask.
God, what is he doing?
Yes.
Is he on crack today?
Yeah. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best.
Greetings!
Ah!
Other words I forgot to say.
What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now?
Ah, I see. Fascinating.
Sorry? What do you see? Feels like he's looking right through me.
Oh yes. Everything is clear now. Ooh. I am like that bitch from the future. The guy with a mask on. I forgot his name, but Godot, yes. Yes, I'm bootleg Godot. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I am not mistaken.
No, I'm not Watson, but thank you. Sorry? What?
Well, just like, the fuck, sir? And now, whilst venturing toward foreign climes, yes, you find yourself in the most troubling predicament.
Oh, well, that's true at least.
But how?
Please forgive my weird-ass accent. I am still trying to figure it out. How the deuce did I know that? Perhaps. It was really a most elementary deduction. Hardly worth explaining.
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else?
But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a mercilessly revolutionary. I meant merciless in that last sentence. Please disregard that. Redacted. You have 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. Oh, those noises are quite invigorating. And when the Barabond, what the?
Ribbon.
Barabond?
Bourbon.
Bourbon! Sure! When
Yeah,
the
that's a
bourbon
word.
occupants... right, what's a bourbon? Anyway, sounds like a Pokemon. Occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity. You ended his life too. Oh, jolly good show. Jolly good show. Very good indeed. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives, sorry, these eyes. Or deserves, I mean. This man is a hot mess.
Just to be clear, you are talking about me, are you?
Certainly, I am. Waha! Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name?
I don't even see one person who fits the bill.
Dumbass.
I am going to pretend to dab now, whatever that is.
So it's true. Girl, don't believe him.
Why would she believe
She is
this?
16, so like,
Well-
you know.
Also, she has a bullshit sensor, so...
Yeah.
It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama.
What?
You and you're plotting a revolution too.
Oh no.
What? It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked.
Damn.
What?
Listen, there's no way that
Hey-ya!
We're gonna die.
3.
Yep. Flip count 3.
Now explain yourself. Tell me everything.
This is ridiculous.
Sholmes, none of you deserve to look into my eyes. Haha. Yes.
How
Feels
could
like
you
something
do
would say.
it?
For pity's sake, open your eyes. I am not a Russian revolutionary. Obviously.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, forgive me.
And as for you,
Mmm.
what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head.
Prove it, youngling! Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you do find yourself in a most troubling predicament, do you not?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Ha ha! There you have it. Do you see? What do you make of that,
Well, to be honest, the handcuffs probably took it away. This ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation.
Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I am right.
I don't think you introduced yourself.
Oh. My apologies. How remiss of me. I need no introduction, but if you must, I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women over the world. I, the inimitable Sherlock Holmes, at your service.
So it's really you, the actual Herlock Sholmes?
Copyright not included. The very same! The inimitable, actual Sherlock Holmes, not Sherlock Holmes. Copyright.
Do you know this man, Susato-san?
The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san, of course I do. Oh, hi, Maverick. Oh, boy. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him.
What
I'm
planet
feeling we haven't.
Yeah. What planet have I been living on then?
The planet
Okay.
called Under a Rock.
Yeah.
We must ask him what he's deducted. Deduced. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure.
He's the world's greatest detective. He must be Batman.
Yeah. Really? Oh, why do I feel uneasy about this? So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again?
Oh, indeed, I am none other than the one, the only, Sherlock Holmes.
You're like weirdly into like Prince Charming from Shrek 2 accent, and like it just keeps going further there. I can't unhear it now.
You're welcome.
Oh, I see. You're German? Hairlock, was it?
Oh god. No, I have no hair. I mean, I have hair. Please call me Holmes. I really like my hair, thank you very much. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication.
Oh, yes. Rantst magazine. Full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain.
Someone play I Need a Hero right now. You're welcome, yes. We need that.
I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially.
Yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories then?
Oh boy, I am not a fanfic, but actually, indeed I am.
And you've read so many of your own stories, you've started to think you really are a detective.
Excusez-moi. Make no mistake, I am not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. Your interference is backward.
Backward.
My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in a magazine.
You have a biographer, do you?
I won't tell you their name, and it is not me. Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London.
Well, this is awkward.
Oh, very.
Dr. Wilson?
Oh, shit. I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Haha! Why, this very moment, I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown.
Really? I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not.
Same. I'm giving weird vibes like Excalibur from Soul Eater and something else I can't. Like Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah, like that's what I'm getting is Gilderoy Lockhart right now, and
These are my two inspirations right now. Deduction, you see, is to me a science, logical reasoning in its purest form.
Science?
really?
I haven't seen Wilson since he went to that dentist in Japan.
Yeah.
Odd. How odd. The astute observer notices even the most subtle reactions in the subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin, all these things are data.
Right.
as the trained logician makes deductions from his data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. A flippity flap, as I demonstrated only a few short moments ago.
How can he look me in the eye and claim that?
So you see, I have a turn. Both for observation and for deduction and fame. That is what makes me the one, the only Sherlock Holmes. Yes, not Sherlock Holmes. No.
Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet?
I can feel the boat's passengers losing brain cells the more Sholmes is on screen. Yes, thank you. Have I managed to deduce anything, my dear fellow? Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in the most cunning hiding place? That's right. A boy! It was none other than the great detective before you now, my Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Yes, that's me.
Ah, I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him.
Yep.
When I become anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open.
And I concealed myself among the numbers, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective Sherlock Holmes was on board. And the handcuffs seemed to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo.
Ugh.
The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediate, apparently, to me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
2 facts, you say?
2 facts, yes. 2 of them.
Can't wait to talk to this man more. Mr. Sholmes, tell us, please, what 2 facts were apparent to you when you came into the cabin this morning?
Ah, yes, but first, let us be precise. The 2 facts in question were immediately apparent to me.
Yes, I understand. But what were they?
Allow me to elucidate. Wow, all of these words. The 2 facts that I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance.
Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian?
Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Something in Russian that I cannot pronounce and I will not attempt because I have no idea what it is. That is the Russian word for wardrobe. Oh, that's subtle. Okay.
Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian?
I hope someone who is Russian in the chat can tell me how to say that because I do not know. In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head for this young man, a Russian.
Kazuma was Russian, was he?
Oh, initially I considered Garderob may be the name of the killer. A certain Robert God, perhaps.
I'm having such a hard time following this man. Like, what the fuck?
It's like watching like a kid hyped up on sugar just like run around in circles.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. He's one of the characters, or all of the characters in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory at the same time. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there, at least. Where you found... Oh, that's Susato. Forgive me. Here you go, madam.
Where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly.
Oh, quite so. I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer.
Why is it that I'm Russian too?
Everyone here is Russian. You're Russian. We're all... It's the Oprah. Anyway, I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted.
Apparently, I have not changed clothes in 2 weeks.
Have a head of a laundromat, my dear boy. All right. Well then, and if my memory serves, the outfit in the traditional dress of the Russian people...
Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of Russian people?
Girl, no.
I had no idea. What a fucking dumbass. I had no idea.
And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong.
I took a photograph of the victim and the message that I might analyze, for the possible hidden detail.
Boo,
Oh no,
I
he's
had
so
hope.
beautiful.
I had so much hope that it wasn't actually Kazuma.
Same, but he...
It looks like him. This...
My Articuno boyfriend is gone!
No longer will his headband flow in the wind majestically.
No longer. Susato is definitely losing brain cells. It's all her fault for Sherlock Holmes. I mean, Herlock Holmes. Oh, this was taken immediately after the young man was discovered before the body was removed. Such pity, he was very beautiful.
Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this.
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, thank you. Alright,
Look at this photograph.
we got it. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes?
What? Pray.
You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that...
Ah, yes. A train of reasoning that led me to the truth.
Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think?
Something in Russian, certainly, if it interests you.
How many times... I'm not Russian, and I don't speak Russian.
I don't speak Russian either, but I am
I'll say
pretending
he
to.
probably doesn't either.
Yeah.
I probably said banana for all I know.
Can we talk about your deduction before? The things that you concluded about me, I mean. I mean, he did know that that one thing on the floor said wardrobe, so...
True. Ah, the now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in.
Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the, merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part.
Oh. Ah, yes, the more sordid details. It was fairly commonplace deduction. I'm just a smart aleck. Here we have the more papers. The main headline reads... Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Wow, that was a sentence in this accent. This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered.
Since when was Kazuma a Russian?
Sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. No shit.
It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who would kill the very man who helped him escape after his true identity was discovered. Ah, yes, you! Villain Bolshevik!
No. How could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face.
It's really sad if he looks at you and that man's face and thinks that's you. Like, damn. What does that say about us? Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Haha, therefore, you have no doubt learnt to revolutionize your appearance as well.
Ugh, please.
And I might add, your name does not appear in the ship's passenger list. Need I say more?
Well, that's because I'm a stowaway.
What about other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower?
Ah, yes, the journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all these particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far, and thus is he plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder?
And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan?
Yeah, what the... also quite clearly stated here in this article. Bolshevik is recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan.
Where even is it anyways? This, Afghanistan place.
Look at a map, dear boy. Here, take the paper for yourself as a little memento of this great deduction.
Oh, thank you.
You get a souvenir. I've absorbed all that is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bit by. You'll have to do.
Well, we got
Did he just call us trash?
Yep.
He just called us trash. Anyway. And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well.
On the back?
Cast your eye over it sometime in the interest that you... Though you may need some time to interpret. Can you read?
It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to just glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. I love how Herlock Sholmes has inferred that we are Russian, but also knows that we will need an interpreter to read the Russian page on the back.
That's great.
Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you?
Where's ancient Google Translate? Kazuma! Ah, yes! The victim!
With that super Russian sounding name.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text.
Yes, some very clearly Russian text. London Diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. But
She gonna attack him for wanting to read his diary?
I
Right.
don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people, like my companion here.
Oh, tragic!
Please, please karate chop him. Please.
And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading.
You mean you've read it already?
It was too good not to put down. It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering Japanese.
Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is.
Oh shit.
She's not going to. Oh, okay,
Is
it's
she?
such a good
Is she?
idea.
Susato-san? Aren't you gonna throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns?
Nope.
Oh, we're being gaslit.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean?
We're being gaslit.
Life
Holy
is
shit.
so
What a jerk.
unfair.
Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short by death or something.
Or something.
Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise to the details.
Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese.
A smattering, dear boy. A smattering! Ahem. Watch as I butcher these. Sayonara, Bonsai, Mikado, Nado Nado. I trust you're suitably impressed.
Huh.
I probably didn't make any sense, but this diary is lit with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none of.
So, what was all that showing off about before then?
Oh,
If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be very happy to read it to you, Mr. Sholmes.
wow.
Life is so unfair.
Oh, I'm much obliged, my dear madam.
The final entry here is Kazuma-sama's diary. In Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just two short sentences. Sorry. He fried my brain, and that's my excuse. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound.
A whistling sound.
That's weird. These are very deep waters. Pray, go on.
Excuse me. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Mm-hmm. A speckled band? What on earth does that mean? I love the implication that he's just looking at this snake in the ventilator going, I should write this down.
Right.
Yeah.
This is is this the old equivalent of when people take pictures when they have something on fire on the stovetop?
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta
Or
do it.
when there's a bridge on fire and you decide to paint the whole damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it for the vine.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for the vine. Yes.
I have no idea. I have never heard of that expression before.
The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring... ... to the lattice, there, on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin.
Yes, the adjoining cabin.
Ooh. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at least.
Do you have somewhere to go?
Oh. As it happens, the victim's writings in this diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe, and if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold.
Oh, I suppose.
Yes.
You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to.
Ha! Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at the stagnation. We crave mental exaltation.
So yes,
So-
I intend. Oh, I'm so
wait.
sorry. I thought it was me.
No.
You're right. You're right.
No, yes, madam, I do that all the time, because of me. So yes, I intend to investigate, hence the truth shall become clear soon enough.
Do you think that perhaps that we could go with you?
No, that would be somewhat complicated.
What? But why?
A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer.
Oh, these.
After all, you're the prime suspect in the matter, no?
There's no point in trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Bitch.
Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point.
You know, him having memory issues, explains some stuff.
Yeah.
You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago.
I said what? Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing.
Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes,
Is he Dory?
I did hear you say that too.
You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I wouldn't have said it. Had you... I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know. Not really, no.
So, what? Were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are.
Ah, yes, I just noticed your Bishonen anime protagonist face. Well, anyway, that was then, and this is now.
What do you mean?
What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate.
Well, now he's just being plain rude.
Oh, hee hee, ha
He's
ha.
obviously getting me back for that bitch comment. And
Yes.
off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name.
Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for?
Huh?
We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well.
Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way that I can...
Wow.
Yeah!
4?
4th time's the charms.
After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate?
Ugh.
That's not how it works anymore.
As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. I think we still
I
have
love
some
this guy.
investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip next door.
Good idea.
The situation does not look good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this, and bring the real culprit to justice. Alright, let's finish up this room, and then we'll stop for the night.
Yeah.
We all got the wind knocked out of us by
Oh
her
my
locked
God.
shoals.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet?
That's a big yikes.
This is slander.
I can't
Wow.
decide.
No, she can't decide.
Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here.
Oh shit.
What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have broken clean in two.
Ink? No, it can't be ink, no.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like such a cute little Netsuke
Nitsuke.
fastener from a kimono outfit.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around with him, would he?
Never know.
Even if it was from me?
Yeah, it could have been your birthday present.
Hmm.
Birthday.
And the mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It has sort of a brick-like hue.
Yeah, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin.
Click on the sword.
Yeah, chat
The-
says the sword.
The dangerous object that he's very clearly not supposed to have in here.
Yeah.
Excuse me? I might have not hit the sword.
What?
I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Would you mind if I investigated a little outside?
Grandmothers told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true. I see.
Sorry?
The criminal asking prison guard to help him escape? Very funny. Haha, I am laughing.
We're in the middle of the sea. There is no chance of me escaping.
Nyet! You stay in this cabin until next port. Then it is up to Hong Kong police to decide what is this accent. I don't know what they do with you. I gave up at the end. Might be. You stay.
Alright. There's no point in trying to appeal to this man's better nature, that's for sure.
In Meiji-era Russia, prison escapes you.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yeah, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul.
It is. It is.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip.
I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. Wait a second. He sat there and campaigned the government to bring his sword with him, but I
But he
had to
sneak
travel
us.
inside of his fucking
Wow, that's sad. So the hierarchy right now is probably Susato. No, sword, then Susato, then you.
suitcase. Yeah.
Cool.
And now
Good
he's
to know.
gone.
And now he's gone.
I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. Can I start wearing it?
Yes.
That's
what if
my...
we took our boyfriend's headband?
I know,
and
right?
We we magically wear it, like,
I
and it
would
billows
love
in the
that.
wind.
That's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. It was really tasty. Why the fuck is it on the floor?
That's sad. So we are a pet. No.
Yes,
Oh no.
it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate it at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. Which meant all the more for me.
Oh no. Does that mean... Or Kazuma-sama spent his last night on Earth with an empty belly? That's the last of his worries.
That's so sad.
That's just too horrible.
Ugh, now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach.
And a achy, breaky heart.
I know.
Sorry.
There's nothing on this table at all. That's not technically true. The plate and cutlery are all over the floor for some reason.
Yeah, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still... No, wait a minute.
What is it?
That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all.
So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama.
No, no, no! I wouldn't have killed my boyfriend. How dare you.
Kazu-chan, no!
Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. The brush strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma.
Yes, his calligraphy was always a reflection of his heart.
Baby boy.
Yet you... Can you really look at those characters without feeling shame? Knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can! I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to?
Even though you stowed away on this ship?
Now you're gonna bring that up, are you? I can't win. Okay, what have we not looked at in here? Let's look at the door.
When I went for help and the crewman forced the door open, this bolt had been firmly closed.
It's quite a small bolt, and not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel, the culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from outside the room in a situation like this.
Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I am an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid.
When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine.
It also means we're probably gonna get flipped again.
The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they've all toppled the same way.
What? And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well.
Yeah, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked and everything mown down at once.
I wonder if perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training. Do you think?
I seriously doubt it.
She's so adorable, damn.
Then perhaps it was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage.
I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue.
You're also on a boat.
Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder?
You're on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
That's
Well,
where my
on a
brain
boat,
went.
take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat.
I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess.
Oh, look over there.
The crewman, do you mean? He wasn't there before, was he?
That's what I thought.
Why don't we try talking to him?
Probably because I'm likely to get yelled at again. But I suppose I could try. Hello, sir? Is that...
Maverick. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, no. It's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help but feeling like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. Ugh.
Yes, what can I do for you? I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it.
I recognize that face, but it can't be.
I'm
It
still
is.
bleeding.
I like that he's doing the waiter pose, too.
Why? Inspector Ho!
I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga.
Ew. Ew. Hello again.
What are you doing here?
I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped, and so did my lungs.
Nearly stopped. I hope.
I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship.
Again?
Again.
Certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector.
Yes. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask.
I never expected to see this man on board. But perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. So, what are your special orders this time, Inspector?
Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew?
Well, if you must know. It is my dream to become Sailor Moon. I mean, I'm so sorry.
Huh?
This is a cosplay. This is all my fault. I take full responsibility.
For what?
My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard.
Yeah, you fucked up that one.
Yes, I did. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. And well, look how that turned out.
Assassination? Assassinated? How could that even have been a possibility?
Sailor Ho, the truth is I lost a bet and they made me put on this uniform and go to England. I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jigoku said we should prepare for all eventualities.
This is incredible.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated. An assassin.
Well, this has gone a
Assassin.
weird place.
Right. Obviously, we couldn't give Asugi-san visible security as escort.
Assassin.
I need to do my nails again. Which is why I am undercover now, posing as one of the crew. And also living my cosplay dreams. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night, every day. Until that one time when I didn't.
Yeah.
But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on first class deck. I've failed miserably at my assignment, and Asugi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize.
Inspector,
So if there's anything at all I can do to help now, just say the word.
we're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves.
I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer. You're not Russian.
Of course not!
I mean, that fellow from before said you were, but...
Yeah.
We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door.
How many people can say that they very clearly have not been to Afghanistan, because at the time that they were supposed to be in Afghanistan, they were being tried for murder?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
So we need to be allowed out of this cabin.
I'm sorry.
What?
You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you moved to even touch the handle of the cabin door, well, that stormy-looking seaman there would really snap your neck in two.
I suppose. I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well.
So, in this case, good luck, fam. Wouldn't it be possible? I mean, would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive.
What do you mean?
Like $20. If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin would be investigated, for example. I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to.
But
Maverick, lay down.
I don't see how...
No. Don't sass me. He's looking at me like, what? There may be a way.
What? Really?
Well, chat, you disappeared. Where the fuck did my iPad go? Hold on. I'm saving you from the depths. You're back. You're safe. Think of how you tried to persuade me on your innocence, Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession.
Evidence?
It's just the same as when we're in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present panel. Choose some evidence that Inspector Hosonaga could use.
So, evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Alright, yeah. I think I might know what we can use. Let's see if I can present the detective with the evidence he needs to persuade the captain. Alright, so... present... his diary.
This you? Oh, what's that?
It's Kazuma's diary.
Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary.
Strange? In what way?
He wrote what looks like some kind of speckled band dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band, that is strange.
Yeah, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is...
Don't tell me the ventilator is...
You're very astute, Inspector.
That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin.
That's right. So if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was.
Alright then.
Huh?
I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port.
Why is he stuck there?
Right, the captain has given strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see.
That's fair.
I'll have to entrust the investigation to you.
Really? You're willing to do that?
Hell yeah.
How are we gonna get out?
Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though.
But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders?
Ew. A man of my word. I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and we can leave this cabin at last.
Move. All right.
Bitch, get out the way.
Let's see
Get
what we
out.
can find out
Sorry.
next time.
Yeah.
So, we are going to end here for tonight. Next stream is Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, because I can count. That took me way too long to subtract 3 in my head.
I can't count, so it's okay.
So, we'll finish up Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc between Mana and I, and then we will be back on Tuesday to figure out who killed Kazuma.
This is so sad. Alexa played Despacito.
I know. Alright, anyone got any announcements?
Nope.
No, stay sassy.
Alright. Good night, guys. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated.
Make good choices. Be kind.
Yes.
Mhm.
Be good people.
Yep. Good night.
Bye.